You ready?
All right, y'all.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. There you go.
I feel like that was a little
off. It was
a little off
I
beat.
delayed it, but hibachi style.
What?
Nah, go ahead.
All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of the Hookah podcast. It is the scary pop brother himself, Mike StayBlessed, in the building. We got a star-studded cast here today, so I'm excited to get into it very soon. But first, I just have a couple announcements. One, this is the last podcast of the year, right? First, I just want to say thank you to everybody that has been supporting us, all of the guests that pulled up, anybody that came through just to listen, all of the listeners that, build up our streams. We definitely took a big step forward this year. I definitely want to say that one of my goals is always to end up in a higher place than I was 365 days ago. And I definitely feel like we did that this year. We had a You Goodie Awards for the first time ever. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. We had a couple of events. We dropped merch for the first time, taking steps, man. So I'm excited to see what the next 365 is going to bring us. And that's all because of y'all. Thank y'all very much. Eon, we miss you, brother. Hopefully you come back very soon. We definitely miss you. I know I miss you. My wallet definitely misses you because paying for this shit is not fun at all. Shout out to J Money. Shout out to Walk Guard. JB, wherever you are. Shout out to you, my guy. But yeah, man, thank you to everybody, man. Appreciate y'all and can't wait to elevate even more. Also, like I said, merch is out. StayBlessedWorldwide.com. Get your Stay Blessed gear and also get your Yuga podcast gear. Right now, we got colors, we got colorways, we got a bunch of shit. Pull up, support, man, support. Definitely, that's it, man. Without further ado, we have a returning guest. We have another very special guest. We got another guest in the background, but he's definitely going to be heard. My brother, Sims Movement Finest. Catch him at Taj every Thursday. Nigga never sleep.
Yeah, that's my name.
My guy, introduce yourself. Well, people already know who you are, but you can introduce yourself for the new fans.
So for the new fans, you already know it's your boy Chase Sims. Sims Movement very own. You know what I'm saying? 3 shots, no chasers. Mr. Take a Shot. No chasers, of course. I'm just going to say this now. Manager of 2023 for the year. That's it. So we're going to see how that goes.
Manager of 2023.
Yeah, so I'm going to be the manager of the year for next year.
Of the year.
Yeah.
I bet. Cool. And to your left, man, introduce yourself, my brother.
You want me to give my full intro?
Yeah, full intro. And give me your energy,
Whatever.
too. Give me your energy.
Jesus Christ, man.
Pretend this is like, I love New York, man. Pretend
It's a lot, man. DJ Trase representing Lower East Side, New York City. DTF Radio, iHeart Radio, Heat 106.1 FM, Hot 97, Belaire, Black Bottle Boy, Ewing Athletics, New York City.
Come on. Okay. This is your chance, man. You got to tell the people
whatever
who you are,
whatever
man.
else you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was funny. So Trase actually just got a phone call like an hour ago.
Yes.
Trase said, yo, pull up. I'm about to be on this podcast in a few. And you got up, you got dressed, put some fly-ass kicks on.
Appreciate it.
Pulled down to support your man. And we and Chase was talking about it earlier. It's like having that type of relationship. Like, and he went into, DJ, promoter relationships and how that, like, mutual benefit, how y'all mutually benefit each other. And then also just speaking to, like, how when you give that call, it's not going to be a bullshit call. Like, or put him on, like, yo, I have an opportunity to, promote, for you to promote yourself. Or you can call him, like, yo, I have an opportunity, we can get in on this, whatever. Like, my brother, speak to that, man. Like, speak to y'all relationship, how that works, that dynamic.
Yeah, you can start it off.
Oh, yeah, it looked like you need a little second, whatever. I would say that it to me, it really got nothing to do with being a DJ or promoter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It just... I think it starts off with a mutual respect as two men. You understand what I'm saying? And then we focus on what we do for a living. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect him as a man. He respects me as a man. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we talk to each other like grown men, whether it's good or bad. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we focus on what we do for a living. And we respect each other in our fields as well, too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a mutual respect all around, in and out of the music business. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. How did this relationship start? How did y'all?
Well, he could talk on that. He could speak on that.
Yeah, I can
You know
definitely
what I'm
speak on that.
He has the story. it's really his story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it really is. You want me to go there now?
Yeah, you could tell the story.
Chasing
I'm just a
promo
feature in it.
24/7.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm learning from my bro right here. This is my big brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to find that, you know, somebody that's been in the game or somebody that's experienced and, you know, be willing to educate you and give you the same knowledge, you know, to basically reinvest in somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So we can all win. Instead of keeping it to himself. Because, like, when you go to promoters, you go to DJs. Like, DJs connect with DJs. Promoters, they don't really show other promoters like that, et cetera, et cetera. And, like, for me, I came into this lifestyle, like, not knowing anything. I started from the bottom in this entertainment industry or as a promoter and had to work my way up, understand good deals, bad deals, you know, who is actually a promoter, who's you know, posters, so as Bruce says, et cetera, you know what I'm saying, and just maneuver through it. But taking it back to what you originally said, like, me and Trase was both on DTF. He's still on DTF radio. I used to be on DTF radio. I had 3 Shots No Chasers, you know, my podcast. And I came to a point where I was just like, you know what, like, I want to work with somebody else, you know, and I was watching how he was moving and stuff, and I was like, I hit him up. And I was like, yo, bro, like, I think we should work together. You know, boom, 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 let's see. And he was like, I don't know. I don't really fuck with promoters. That's what he would always say. Like, I don't fuck with y'all guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good by myself. You know what I'm saying? I do this by myself. I was like, all right, well, we scheduled a call. And then on that call, we pretty much, like, spoke about everything, right? Like, what I was doing, what you was doing, potential projects that we could potentially do together, where it was like either I'll come out to his event coming up, and his birthday was coming up at that time, right? And he had his birthday party, and I had something I called him for, like, yo, how much is your rate? Or, like, can I bring you onto this event? And then that's how it originally started. But I called him, like, yo, bro, like, I think we should work together. And from there, just randomly getting on a phone call, scheduled meeting, and then talking, chopping it up. And 2 people trying to do good by themselves, but also work with each other. And that's how it all started.
Got you.
Yeah. I just, like, in the beginning, like, I had to see what he was doing and how he was doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I went out, you know, to a couple of his events. I saw who he was, you know, moving around with, how they were moving around. And when it was time for me to talk and, you know, be able to apply my resources and my knowledge to what he was doing, then we got on that call, and I was just like, okay, this is what you're doing wrong. This is what you're doing right. This is what you could do better. And, you know, he started to switch it up. But the way that I approached him was, you know, I approached him from basically, like, my experiences, because I've worked with the top promoters. I've worked with the top event planners. I've done the biggest parties. I've been a part of all that. So now it was just like, he actually reminded me of one person, you know, and I introduced him to that one person, and that one person was Nick Storm. You know, I've done a lot of events with Nick Storm for the last couple years, and I was just like, in my mind, I was like, yo, that's like a young Nick Storm, you know what I'm saying? So Nick Storm is a big figure, you know what I'm saying, in the business, and I was just like, I need to introduce you to him, because I think you could do what he's done in a different sense, you know what I'm saying? But for the younger crowd and the older crowd, you understand what I'm saying? And that actually did happen. I was able to bring him around Nick a couple times, introduce him.
And who is
to
Nick
him.
Storm for those that don't know?
So Nick Storm, I don't want to get it wrong, because he's a man of so many different hats, but I would just say he is a big figure in the entertainment business and in the liquor business, you know. So I would just say do your research on Nick Storm. But when I met Nick Storm, he was part of Ciroc, you know, Bad Boy. I was doing a lot of his, you know, events, Bad Boy parties and stuff like that. So, like I said, I introduced him to Nick, and he started to see the similarities, you know, and I was just like, I want you to look at the business like this. I want you to look at your team like this, you know what I'm saying? Because this is the guy who's made it happen in and out of New York City for decades. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and this is all this year.
Yeah, you know, so shout out to Nick Storm, you know, and that's when I started to see that he was elevating. Because to me, I think Chase Sims is more than a promoter. He's more than a event planner. He has so much capabilities and so much potential, where I've always told him, like, you can't see yourself where you at right now. You got to see yourself in in a bigger sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how to do so much, but I think he was just spreading himself a little too thin and doing too many things. Sometimes you got to step back and just focus on some of the best things that you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of doing so many other things on top of the best things that you're doing, if it makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. I was gonna.
So, little things that I've learned through my career, being in the industry over 20 years and being around some of the best to ever do it, I try to, give him all that knowledge that I was getting. And I didn't hold back. I think I've gave him all that knowledge.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
And one thing, when I met Nick Storm, he was just like, "How old are you, man?" That's exactly what he said. And he was like, I was like 29. He was, "That's a good number." I was like, "Why?" He was like, "Cause that's the year that I figured everything out."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So going into my 30, that's why this like such a big bang for me, cause it's like I already went through so many different things. Like, sheesh. You know what I'm saying? So we getting closer and closer to this new year. That's what I said, of 23. 23 is a big year. So this is our Jordan year, right? For all of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this is my 30. So
yeah. And I want to give an exclusive. If you don't, I'm not going to give
please
too much.
Please do.
I don't want to give too much information on anything. You know what it is.
This is the
But I would say this. Like being around him, the first thing that came to my mind after, I gave him a couple of gems was you need to have a spirit brand or liquor brand behind you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we sat down, we ate some food. He came to my hood. We ate some Spanish food. And I said, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I said, look at this, look at that. Nobody else is doing it. This is it. You know what I'm saying? And as an exclusive to your podcast, I would just say this. I started to help put him in that position. I'm not going to say with what brands or who I spoke to, but I started to put him in that position. And it's been working out pretty well. You understand what I'm saying? We still got some more things to accomplish, but he understands. You understand what I'm saying? He understands that part of adding that part to his arsenal and to what he's doing out there.
How can you tell when somebody is ready to take on that type of power, right? So you put in all of that knowledge behind him, but it has to come a point where you say, well, he's ready for that. Because I'm pretty sure that probably wasn't the case.
It really just boils down to his character as a man. Mm-hmm. I was always taught that, people can't manage you if you're not a person who could be managed. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't consider myself a manager to him or anything, but, somebody can't coach you. Somebody can't give you gems if you're not willing to take those in, you know what I'm saying, and put them into play. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can't coach you if you're not coachable. Am I right or wrong? So I started to see that he was really listening to me and really paying attention to who I was introducing him to, and he really started to change certain things about himself and the way he conducted business. So it just got to a point where I was like, you know what? We're going to do this.
Yeah.
And mind you, I'm going to say this. Chase never asked me for anything. I'm the one who always, let's do this. Yo, you want to do this? All right, let's do that.
Yeah,
you want me to introduce you to this person? All right, let's do that.
And what's crazy about that is like, I remember that same storyline, because that's really what happened as far as like, nah, you're not ready yet. You know what I'm saying? It used to be a time period where like we didn't tell each other everything. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's like we talk about like any and everything. So it's just like it's open because we know it's just me and him. You know what I'm saying? On that side. You know what I'm saying? But before it was like, yeah, you're not ready for that yet. Give you a couple more months. You might be ready. So that's how that all was at that time.
I bet. Yeah. So for you, right? So you was here in March.
Yeah.
Came in March when I wasn't drinking.
Yeah.
And you talk about
me. You ain't drinking now.
Come on, bro. My cup is half empty. Don't do this.
Right.
Enabler.
Right.
Nah, but and I grabbed the cup. This is crazy. Nah, but you came here in March, which was 8 months ago, 9 months ago actually. And you talked about how you learned a lot this year, and you're about to go into 30, right? So what was it like? Catch us up, man. How has this year been to you? Did you learn anything that you're gonna take into your 30s, into this new year, that you're really excited about?
Yeah, like what I'm really excited about is what people are learning from me. right? And now when I say that, because people always took from me or learned from me and don't give me credit or, you know, don't include me in things. But now we taking the proper steps to make sure that it's either I'm included or I'm getting what I'm supposed to get. And one of these young boys that works at Room 112, he said that to me when I, you know, first was negotiating and stuff like that. And he was like, yo, you know what you taught me today? I was like, what? He was like, know your worth. He was like, know your worth. Because when I went in there, I was speaking, you know, like, I do this and the third. Like, either you want it or you don't. These are my numbers. These are my results. You know, this is what I can do. You know, just give me this much time or this budget or whatever. I can make things happen. And with that being said, that's what I enjoy the most, because same thing like with Trase saying, like, from coming from times knowing what I knew, but then cleaning it up to what he knew, and then, you know, observing everybody else and just moving around, like, it's just making my job more and more, like, easier. Again, from contracts to, you know, the deals I'm making, renegotiating your deals in a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just accepting what people are offering you. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually having a conversation and knowing what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much you need to make per month, how much you need to make per week. Well, that's what you need to be requesting or over. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should not equal to. You know, it's just stuff like that. Like, but now I would say it's starting to come around 360, because earlier this year we had a big conversation of my contracts. You know, my deals when it comes to venues. And stuff like that. And me being a promoter, I'm about to make, 10 years? I'm making 10 years as a promoter. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I'm young, but I'm old. You know what I'm saying? So
You're still young. So it's like you started.
right.
Like,
exactly. Because every other promoter is...
couldn't even be in the club. You started promoting.
Yeah, exactly. It started. And that we're going to take that straight there right after this. So I started club promoting when I turned 21. And it was at Katra. And it was on a Thursday. So that's why my annual birthday party is always on a Thursday, because that's where I started at. And that was the first club I did 21 and up. So I always do my birthday party on a Thursday every single year. And now it's at Taj, December 29th, which is my actual birthday, and my 30th. Make sure y'all be there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
You don't get time to promote your shit.
Nah, but it's a part of that same thing. Because 10 years, I'm making 10 years as a
story.
Yeah, I'm making 10 years as a promoter. I started on a Thursday in the club.
Dope.
Yeah.
December 29th, man. Yeah. Crowd pleaser.
And you know, just to add to that, I think now Chase Sims understands. I think he understands the business more on a wider scale. When I first met him, he was really like on his, you know, promoter, marketing, and all that. But now he understands all the variables within this entertainment business. He understands what it is to have a relationship with DJs and appreciate the DJs who do for him. He understands what it is to have, you know, relationships with people outside of the music business who could add to what he's doing in the music business. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much that he's learned and he understands it. That's the biggest thing for me, is that he understands, because we've been in so many different offices. We've been in so many different situations where he's just soaking up the knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? From music execs to, you know, clothing execs to sneaker execs to whatever. You know what I'm saying? People built this industry. So he's seen it all to this point. You know what I'm saying? Being around me. And he's soaking it in, and he's applying it the way he's going to apply it. Or the way he's been applying it.
And one thing to add on to that is like I said, taking it back to like when I came into the business, like everybody that it was around me or like Sense Movement or anything of that nature, like these are people that I put on. You get what I'm saying? So who did I learn from? I didn't learn from nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't really get no knowledge from people really until like, you know, him or like Ra from Katra at the time, you know, from like so many different pieces. But this was like the year that I guess this was like one of the final pieces that I just needed, and then now I'm good to go.
It's dope, man.
Yeah,
it's dope, man. I'm just here soaking up knowledge here. I'm just here, I'm just soaking up, and also this Duce is also.
Yeah,
right. Duce is just here too, man. One thing I did want to get into is like, you know, one, just give me like an outlet, right? Like what is 23 looking for y'all? Like, it's the Jordan year, right? Like y'all. It's time to take over. A lot of people are looking at this year like, first of all, it's 23.
Yeah.
People are looking at this year like it's about to be something special, right? Like, what is? I don't really do like New Year's resolution and stuff like that. I just like to keep going.
Can I answer that first?
Of course.
He knows because we've spoken about this. I don't ever look at a new year as, oh, I'm gonna be big, I'm gonna be dope, I'm gonna be whatever. No, the way I look at every year is I have to outdo what I did last year. If I didn't outdo what I did last year or do the same amount, then that wasn't a successful year for me. And in the last 10 years, 11 years, I've always outdone myself. So I've brought that type of thing to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's about longevity. It's not about what you accomplish every day, every month, every week. You know what I'm saying? It's what you are able to accomplish every year after that year. Every year. It's being consistent.
About building.
You understand? No, but yes, building, but you can build as much as you want, but sometimes buildings can fall, sometimes situations can fall. It's having consistency and being able to build a foundation to the point where whatever you build doesn't fall. You understand what I'm saying? So, and I gotta say this because this is a podcast. You're gonna put it out there. I'm not here saying that I did everything for Chase Sims. No, Chase Sims was always Chase Sims. Trace has always been Trace. You know what I'm saying? But I'm speaking on my relationship and when I met with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, all he's done is excel, and he does it on his own. All I'm there to do is just give him a couple words. So whatever he do with it, that's on him.
Yeah,
you know
one thing I say about that too, I think I was talking to Swelly or somebody else, like,
Shout out to Swelly.
Shout out to Swelly. You gotta have a product, right? And when it's to a certain level, you had a barrier where it's like, okay, where do I go next? Either I go here or I go down. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Oh yeah, shout out to House of Gold BK. I meant to say that in the beginning. But anyways, that's my event space. But yeah, like, it came to a point where I was ready to go to my next step. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well, what's my next challenge? Because you get bored, bro. Doing the same things over and over. This shit is, everybody copying. You remember when I was doing Trap and Twerk?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. It's like, it gets boring, I want something else. You know what I'm saying? And, over time, we just kept picking up. Yeah.
So for two people that's been doing what they do for a long time, right? So what keeps the fire lit, right? Because it does, think about it, right? Like, there's a lot of people that think I would be just doing the same thing over and over again, right? But it's not necessarily like that, right? What keeps y'all going on a day-to-day, week-to-week, whatever it is basis?
I'm not going to lie to you. It's very hard. It's very hard. But one thing I'll say as of recently is the fact that I'm the entrepreneur of my family. You know what I'm saying? I'm the youngest. I'm the third child. And, I learned this from a friend recently where she was telling me, like, like in her household, like, her father and mother are entrepreneurs. They taught that to her and all that structure and stuff like that. I wasn't raised in that household. So, creating something for yourself and for your future and leaving a different type of legacy or breaking the chain, which is why Sims is the Sims movement, which is my last name. It's my legacy because I'm trying to leave something behind that, hasn't been created for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just how you carry yourself, how do you move, how do you negotiate, what's next. So that's what keeps me going, honestly. Even when I don't want to do it no more, it's like, damn, your last name, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, I got to do it, man, sadly. Even though I'll be like, I don't want to do it today, but I got to keep doing it, sadly. But,
It's crazy because, like, once, I know this is how I personally think about it, right? Once my face or my name becomes synonymous with something, the thought of that not working out or failing, that shit just fucks with my head every single time. So it's like, don't get me wrong, we can fail or we can, every lesson is a blessing. I don't call them failures, I call them lessons. We can not succeed in one aspect and then try something else. But one thing that I hate to do is I hate to even think about putting the term of not succeeding in my head, right? So it's like that for me keeps me going. Like anybody out there that has business, anybody out there that's doing some shit.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Like, I'm about to wrap up, but like anytime you have like your name attached to something or your likeness or just your aura, whatever attached to something, it's up to you to just keep that going, right? And I think that right there, that holds you up. Like your last name is attached to a lot of shit, so you don't want people to look at it and think like, okay, this shit is nothing or whatever, right? Like so now a lot of people look at Sims movement and they put it up in high regard, or a lot of people hear Trase, and they put that up in high regard because y'all just don't let that. Failure is not really an option here. That's what I get a sense from y'all.
I mean, I'll say yes and no. The one thing I'll say about the failure part is you gotta fail in order to know how to win. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because, like, I remember our conversation was in August, and I was like, yo, come September, I'm getting out of all my agreements, right? I said we're gonna renegotiate everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm coming into the fall, I'm going into next year. We right? We sat down, we spoke, we said, yo, we setting up everything for 2023. You know what I'm saying? Basically getting out of anything that I was a part of. So no matter if it was Katra on Sundays, which I'm no longer a part of, I'm now a part of R&B Sundays at Taj. You know what I'm saying? Again, Take a Shot Thursdays. Instead of it being Take a Shot Thursdays at Taj, it's now Take a Shot Series. Again, like, I'm just repositioning myself because, you know, you can fail or you could be a part of things, but it's like when you work at a job versus investing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can work at a job and you get $1 of that 10, or you can invest in yourself and you can get the whole 10, or at least 8 or 6, and invest the other 4. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, it's okay to, like, fail. You're going to go through bumps and bruises. You know, if you got good people around you, they're going to keep you up. You know what I'm saying? If they not good, then they just not going to be good. That's why they go for self. And the people that go for self, they're going to reveal themselves at some point. But if you're good and you already have longevity, which I do, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not going nowhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really not. Like, I think I'm getting bigger and better. And I say that because, like, I've been here, 9, 10 years, and I said this in one of my posts recently. I said in the last 2, 3 years, I did more than my last 9, 10 years. In just those years. You get what I'm saying? So, like you said, every year doing more and doing more and doing more. And now I'm understanding the industry side of it. I'm understanding, you know, the underground side of it. You know, of course, I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi, and, you know, I'm fundraising chair for my chapter, which people may or may not know, but the hats that I'm wearing, I'm about to really, you know, take them on. You know, so
shout out to the new.
Yeah. I mean, going back to the original question, I would have to say that the primary thing is my children. You know, I have 6 kids. I have 4 sons, 2 daughters, and, you know, just being able to provide for them every day, giving them what they want, what they need, is what keeps me going. But, you know, the other thing that keeps me going is the fact that, you know, in the beginning, people didn't really believe that I could get to where I'm at right now, or where I'm going. You know, so regardless of how many conversations or how many situations my name comes up in, I still feel like I have something to prove. And, you know, it's not about that I can DJ. What I'm trying to prove is that I am a DJ. I earned the right to call myself a DJ. I put in the work to be able to say I am a DJ. And I don't take that title lightly. You know what I'm saying? I don't take that title lightly. You know what I'm saying? I've been around the best. I've opened up for the best. I've done things with the best. And my thing is longevity. You know what I'm saying? I want to have that cool DJ Red Alert career. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, and that's what keeps me going. You know what I'm saying? My kids, and the fact that I still feel like I have to, you know, let people know, like, I'm a DJ, like, for real. You know what I'm saying?
And I know because I hang out with a lot of DJs, I know what you mean when you say it like that, because a lot of people just think I can put music in the crate and just, like, go to a party and spin, and for a couple hours go home, collect my check, and that's what it is. I think what you're talking about, like, being a DJ for real is a lot more than just playing music, right? Like, being the essentially the life of a party, right? The life of a party, the engine that keeps the party going. Like, you are the reason that a party is going to be, like, super trash or super, like, amazing. Like, people go home and say, yo, that party was lit. It's because of the DJ, you know? And it's like,
I mean, I look at parties differently than you do, but we have these conversations all the time.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I look at it, right? Like,
it's a part. It's a part of the party.
This is me as I'm a party goer. I throw parties, but, like, I'm not, like, I don't consider. I'm not like a promoter or anything.
So real quick, just to stop you right there, right?
Talk to me.
Just a sidebar, right? Because of what you just said, right? So if you throw a party and you have 1,000 people, and each and every one of those people said that your party was dope because the DJ played all the hottest songs, right? Are you gonna take that over your party still having 1,000 people and people saying that the party was trash, but you got 5 business deals out of it that are gonna keep you and your career going for the next couple of years? Was it still trash?
I mean,
Yes or no? Was it still trash?
was it still trash?
Yep.
It's not that.
For you as the person throwing
Yes
it.
or no? Was
hold
it
on,
still
no.
trash?
No, but me as the person throwing the party, if I get 5 business deals out of it, it's not trash, right? But at the same time, I can't imagine if I'm getting 5 business deals off a trash party. Is those
Right.
deals
So
that I should
what
be
was
getting?
your party successful or not?
Personally, yes. In that night, but in the long haul, when it comes to like word of mouth, speaking to whoever, like those 1,000 people, all know 500 other people, right? So it can go out to it wasn't
Right.
hitting.
So on another sense, right? On another sense, if you consider me to be a dope DJ and you fuck with me regardless of whatever people think, right? And you hire me to do a party, and the majority of the people who were buying the bottles at your party were young folks, and those young folks think that I played too much old school music, but the entire party was loving it, except those people who was paying the same amount, the most amount of money in drinks. Would you still think that I was a trash DJ for the night?
What I think he was a trash DJ for?
I mean, just
He said
Would you-
yes.
would-
That's
would
what
you
he said.
think?
He said yes.
No, I'm not saying.
you see, I'm trying to make you look at partying different. You understand what I'm saying? Because I look at it different. You understand what I'm saying? Like I could be at a spot where there's only 4 people. You know what I'm saying? And people gonna be like, "Hey, you know, you deserve to be somewhere else," or you know, this is not a dope party. But out of those 4 people, 2 people hired me for a $10,000 gig apiece.
That's true.
What was it still trash? Nah, I'm not gonna care if people were twerking or not. I got 2 gigs worth 20,000. Like
You crazy.
you understand what I'm saying? But
No,
You better be shaking it at my party.
No, but you got to think about it. Now I asked him this too, and it's not. I love all the parties, but you gotta look at it. You gotta look at everything different. You understand what I'm saying? Like I just told him. Like I tell him this all the time. I said, "What are your parties?" Can I say this?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't care.
I was like, outside of you posting girls twerking, what does your party mean outside of that? What is your party? Like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? If you take out all the girls twerking, what is a Chase Sims party?
I'll tell you right now. It's where the ladies dwell. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you need. That's all you need. You need some entertainment. Nah, I'm fucking with you. I just, who don't love the ladies,
but
man?
It's just because they didn't twerk. It wasn't a dope party. People didn't have a good time.
That's
because nobody twerked.
That's what
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
that's what the people will consider your party.
right. So what I'm trying to help him look at is how can you, as a promoter, as a person who markets, who's an event planner and all that, how can your parties have a little bit of everything and be just as successful? Couple people two-stepping, couple people twerking, couple people, you know what I'm saying, really dancing, couple people Harlem shaking. You know what I'm saying? That, to me, that's what a real party is, where everybody is having a great time, and it's not just one genre of music. It's not one demographic of people. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from the old school club days. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but I
once
feel
you
like-
paid that $7 coat check, you was either partying
I feel like we saying the
you was
same
going
thing.
home. You know what I'm
We
saying?
are. It's just different timing.
I feel like we saying, because like basically like a lot of things that you're saying ties back into music, right? So who's coordinating all of that, right?
Right.
It's y'all, it's you, like, you feel me? So
It's me, then you.
like you get the people there, right? But you gotta make sure they have a good experience.
Can you hang up on that person? That's PR. She's it's a PR person. She sees them on podcasts.
Yeah, but that's, so I think like that right there, and you were talking about like 4 people, right? Like, and then you can have 4 people and you know, whatever, they think it's those 4 people that's in the spot book you, and now you 20 up, right? But my thing is, like, when you create a good experience, that creates like the buzz, right?
Yeah.
Like creating a buzz, and it doesn't just go for parties, it goes for everything, right? It goes to just like whatever you do, you want to make sure that the people that have a business, right? Like if somebody buys StayBlessed.
I was just going by the question that you had asked initially.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I got you.
We're not talking about in general. I was just going by what you were saying.
I bet. I feel you.
Right.
I feel you. But I was just saying, like, sometimes just creating that experience, like I have a clothing line. Like if anybody buys from me, I want to make sure you have the best experience possible, right? So like even if I know you personally, like I'll tell you, like, I can deliver it to you. I can deliver it, and it's like anybody that I still keep it business professional, ship it out to you. Next day, boom, you get it in less than a week. Type like I want creating that experience for somebody is what builds your family. That's the building that you're talking about. So that's when whatever you do, that building is not gonna fall because you're creating that like overall vibe. And it also goes into what y'all was saying in terms of like just having having a little bit of everything, right? Just creating that overall good vibe for people, I
agree.
I think that's what partying is about, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
It got lost in the sauce, like, because social media, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it got lost.
Contest challenges.
To me, this is my personal opinion, y'all. Whoever's watching this, whoever's going to watch it, it's my personal opinion. To me, and I've told you this, face to face, like.
So you can pass my phone. I'm listening.
I just think that, people who throw parties, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, maybe it's just they stick to a format because they see that they're able to get the twerk videos out of it, the bottom. But it's just like for me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to go to a spot where, cause I'm a fan of the culture, you know what I'm saying too. I want to be able to go to a spot and be able to dance a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of house music. I want to be able to go, a little Harlem Shake, little two-step. That's the experience. You understand what I'm saying? Like, experience is not listening to trap and drill all night and watching everybody smoke hookah and, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, stop hating on the hookah.
No, but it's not about the hookah. The hookah's cool, but what I'm trying to ask y'all
he got cool with the hookah.
What I'm trying to ask y'all is, what is a party without females twerking and no hookah being sold? Is your party still trash? I'm just trying to show you how to look at it differently. You know what I'm saying? Because I see parties that are super dope that don't sell no hookah and everybody's not acting ratchet or crazy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody having a good time. You know what I'm saying? So is that party trash?
Jolliffe and chill.
Is that party trash?
That party's not trash.
So this is what I'm trying to ask you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so that's a good thing. I was just having this conversation with somebody over the weekend, right? So I ended up, long story short, I was at somebody invited me to a bar, and I ended up it was a party going on, and this party was 40 plus. Like, everybody in there was 40 plus. Right. I don't know how I ended up in there, but I was in there for a while. It was a good vibe, right? Everybody was dancing.
Don't get me wrong. 40 ain't old no more, bro.
No, but
you know what I mean? 40 ain't old no more.
You're about to hit 30.
40 ain't old no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be looking all right now.
Nah, but for me, I'm only 27, right? So I'm in a party with 40-year-olds, but I'm seeing them dancing all night.
All night,
right? And I'm like, why they? Y'all not tired?
It's the experience. It's the vibe. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you see, I used to have this. I'm not gonna say the venue. I'm not gonna say what. I used to have a brunch in Brooklyn, and I was there from 12 in the afternoon all the way to 10 o'clock at night. And I never used to play not one song twice. You know what I'm saying? And I would go from the old school to the new school and back. You understand what I'm saying? And to me, I think that's where the experience was created, where any type of person, whether they were young, middle-aged, older, they were able to walk in that venue and be able to have a good time. They didn't have to go at a specific time. Oh, let me go at 5 because that's where they play the twerk music. You know what I'm saying? Or let me go at 10. Let me go at 9:30 because I know that's where they gonna play the trap stuff. No, it wasn't like that. It was just whatever time you walk in, you gonna have a good time. You gonna enjoy the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all
feel like that type of vibe is dying in the city?
Yeah.
Like.
But I think it depends, cause again, one thing Trase taught me, like, it was a certain party that, of course they're aged, but they stuck with a certain group, a core group that carried on with them, and for like me and for like other people, like, I think we're starting to lose those audiences because people either moved, you know, to Atlanta, to Houston, to all these other places and stuff. Or some people have kids now, you know. So
it said your thing had no sound.
I'm doing it right here.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm multitasking. But,
no, I'm just saying it said that had no sound. So
cut it off. I'm doing it over right now.
My fault. I just had to make sure.
Y'all fucking me up.
Not continue.
But yeah, so with that being said, like, I think you kind of got to just... I think when I was here last time, I said that my parties are not for everybody. It's for the tourists, right? Or my weeklies.
Yeah.
I said my weeklies are for the tourists. So when I say that, it's because Jolliffe and Chill would be an event for New York. Or event for Houston, event for ATL, or wherever we go. But the reason why I say that, because it's a curated event. You know what I'm saying? It's a special event. It's not my regular weekly as where we go every week because you turn 21, 23, 25, you know, or you just need a night out. You know what I'm saying? This is like, you're going here this night. It's a special night. You should be there. This is an event you don't want to miss. The last time they was here, they did this and the third. That's what that's about. You get what I'm saying? So we have to understand the difference between your type of events. Where I fog up the machine is because at the time, I had so many type of events. I had weeklies every single day. I had my one-offs coming up. I had my yearly events coming up. You know what I'm saying? It just is a lot of fog. You get what I'm saying? So now you got to understand, and the consumers got to understand, right, the difference between the events. But that's why now it will be like all-day series, which now, you know, it's not so much in New York anymore, but it's going to be marketed in New York still. You know what I'm saying? Now with R&B Sundays, but it's still going to be all-day series because it's a brand. You know what I'm saying? I have all-day series in Atlanta right now. I throw a brunch every Sunday in Atlanta every week right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's been pretty good and it's growing. You know what I'm saying? But that's all-day series. So I as a promoter, I got a weekly event in New York and ATL. How many of us have that we're controlling and stuff? It's not that many, you know what I'm saying? So you could come there, you could do a one-off. Next is Houston, next is Las Vegas or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm building brands to now expand, and now my team is able to move wherever we go. So the DJs that I have on my roster here, the artists that I have on my roster here, you're able to be in Atlanta for the weekend, and you got a spot there now you could be popped off at, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. You can network. You know, so being a part of this movement, it's movement. You know?
And I think that's important. It's important to create events that people can look forward to every year, every month, and that's a big conversation that me and him had. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, I've been around. I got to shout out Tony Touch on this one because Tony Touch, you know, he had this event called Toca Tuesdays for the last 13 years. He just had the last one this year a couple months ago. And that hip hop party was around over 13 years, and you could go there and see people Harlem Shake, you could go there and see people twerk, you could see people break dance, you could see, you know, a whole bunch of celebrities that you grew up, you know, listening to or watching, and you're able to see them there with no security. You understand what I'm saying? Like and I brought him to those type of events, and he was able to see what the essence of the party was. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was about the people dancing, about the DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't about, you know, popping bottles. It wasn't about, you know, the hookah stuff. And again, I'm just saying this to talk about what I'm talking about. You know, shout out to people who smoke hookah and pop bottles. You know, that's part of the party scene now. But, you know, it's just being able to look at the party at a wider range.
Quick question, did he say that this is 5 more minutes?
Yeah.
Because that's a big topic that I do want to get into.
Right.
Did bottle packages kill the party scene? And I want to get into that next.
I think hookah killed the party scene.
No, but I don't want to get into it now. I want to get into it when we come back.
That's my opinion.
I think it's broad.
I think anything that creates status
Exactly.
kills the party.
Thank you.
Nah,
Thank
but
you.
See, this is all my
Hookah
opinion.
don't do that.
Ladies
You
and
can put
gentlemen. It's my
status.
opinion, ladies and gentlemen.
Because the people don't want hookah near them?
No, because
it's
it
an
took
aesthetic.
away from the dance floor. Everybody want to be sitting down smoking a hookah,
Yeah.
nobody dancing.
But hookah
and then
still-
the 2 seconds
hookah-
of your party that people twerk,
Hookah.
that's your 2-minute fame right
but
there.
Exactly, but hookah's still newer than bottle service. Bottle service was VIP, so you
No,
over
but-
here in your
but
little
even with
section.
that- even
you
with
only
that
get 6 people. You're only going out with 6 people versus bringing your 10, 20.
No, you see that even with that, and maybe it's because I'm from the old school, but if you walked into the Copa, you walked into wherever, you had to be somebody of relevance or somebody who was known to be able to be in that VIP area.
That's what I'm saying.
There was a list. the bouncer or whoever was right in front of that section, like, you on this list? Nah, you can't come in here. Now everything's VIP. Now everything's super big. Now everything. So where do you create, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why I say it's a big topic. I want to get back into that.
You feel me?
That's a big topic.
Hold on. J Money, what we invoicing here, man? What you gotta send the invoice. Send moving@gmail.com. Send the invoice.
I'm ready.
Right.
Send the invoice.
Yeah.
If you can give us 10 more. I bet.
Right.
I'm dead serious. Send it to Jace. I'm not paying. If you send it to me,
this is it?
It's gonna be. No, I'm saying we're gonna keep going.
Yeah, send it to me.
No, but I'm telling him that I'm dead ass. Send it to Jace.
I'm dead ass too.
No, it's a really good conversation, though. It's a good conversation, though.
It's a great combo. That's what. But I'm
You
dead ass.
got 3 podcast people on one platform. You know what I'm saying? You got Syndicated ENT, you got 3 Shots No Chasers, and you got the Fix Show.
No, I'm not a podcaster. Never been a podcaster.
But you understand that we have or had shows. This is going to be epic. We're going to do this. Come on. I mean,
Back to the conversation, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't knock y'all. I'm just saying I never did a podcast myself.
Now you good?
because your show was before podcast.
No, my show's alive.
No. Your show was before podcast.
Yeah, I'm old like that.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Because
you
Before podcast.
But shout out to whatever y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just correcting
my
it.
show's
Can I
live.
correct myself? That's cool. Like, I've never been a podcaster.
People that do podcasts every week don't
It's
consider themselves
videos
podcasts.
live,
Like
too.
you can. Podcasting is one thing, right? But you can be so much more than a podcast,
Yeah.
right? Like I'm like you probably consider yourself an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Well, I apologize for correcting myself. Okay.
Nah,
Let's
if
get
you're
back
not a
to what we was
podcaster, you're not a
talking
podcaster.
about.
Don't feel sorry for doing that.
Don't get mad at me, y'all. All right. Shout out to the podcasters, man. Y'all dope.
Right.
Shout out to everybody, man. I'm better than most of y'all, but shout out to y'all.
He just said it wrong, so I had to correct him.
No, we all podcasters.
You good. I just wanted to harp on, like, you saying bottle packaging and hookah. Hookah creates an aesthetic, bro. Like, anytime you get a hookah, you can't just have it on the floor. Like, you gotta have a high table.
So hookah, you said hookah creates an aesthetic.
It creates an
So
aesthetic.
if you don't have no hookah, there's no aesthetic?
No, but I'm talking about, because you talking about, like, just killing the party vibe and, like, bottle packages.
No, I
and all
said
that.
it killed the dance floor.
No, that's what I mean. Like, it kills that, because in order to have hookah, you gotta be at a table. You gotta be like, you're gonna sit there, you're gonna smoke the hookah, you're gonna do all that stuff. You don't mobilize, like, you don't move over to the dance floor. It's maybe like a couple dances that you're gonna go to the dance floor and then come back. But now that there's, like, vices there, like bottle packages, hookah, food, there's food places now, like, you're gonna be in a spot and then you're not gonna really move after you have that. That's what most people.
I mean, it's just, yo, bro, I done argued and cursed him out over these topics.
About what?
You like hookah bottle sections.
He just didn't like hookah at the time.
No, it's not just that. Like,
that was one of the main things.
like, in this era, I'm going to just leave it at this because I talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just leave it at this. In this era, there's no way that whoever's in this era would be able to party with the people from my era like the way we used to. Because, and I'll give you 2 examples. If I bought a table back in the day, you could not be at that table. I bought the table, it's my table. You can't put your friends, you can't put somebody who can't fit somewhere else in there. No, that was my table, my bottles, my whatever. You couldn't just go in there. You know what I'm saying? Now you buy a table somewhere, now you want, oh, this person didn't fit over there. Can I put this person here? Now that person's trying to share the ice in my bucket. I don't even know them or whatever. Like, nah, like, people don't respect what a VIP section or somebody's table is. Everybody's sharing everything now. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then the hookah takes away from the dance floor. This is strictly my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
People be twerking with the hookah.
But who's
on the dance floor?
It's in the group. I know what you're saying. Like, it's definitely a different vibe. Like I said, I went to a 40+ party. The dance floor was packed. Everybody dancing. You called and told me that
Right,
you want
just like that.
me. Yeah, I'm like, oh, this song's fire. You feel me?
Ruben
But
Studdard.
everybody,
That's Ruben Studdard right there. Nah,
I'm Ruben Studdard.
Yeah. Yo.
A
little bit.
I felt it. I'm
The
sorry.
vocals is there though, but
I see it.
Nah, but I think that right there, that vibe is dying fast, right? Like, I think you're right in terms of people are not going to the dance floor no more, right? Like, people are, and there's a lot of dance music. It's R&B shit, most of the parties I go to are like soca parties.
You know what it is? I think I agree with you, but I also think it's a partially the venues too. Because you remember we throw events now in restaurants. You know what I'm saying? It's not like just nightclubs, dance clubs. You know what I'm saying? It's not broken up as much as it used to be. Back in the days, it was more broken up. Y'all didn't do it much in restaurants.
Y'all both still ain't answered the question. What's a party without girls twerking and hookah?
I need to go home. What? I'm not going. This is not a
Party
bar.
without girls twerking
right?
and hookah?
I need to go home.
So if the
What?
DJ's
What am I
not
doing
playing
here?
twerk music and the venue just wanted a good R&B vibe, a good, you know what I'm saying, without the trap and the twerk
That's
and
good
whatever.
for the venue.
Then it's a whack party.
That's good for the venue. The venue could do that.
If it's not supposed to be that, then it's not a whack party,
It's
right?
it's a place to go to.
I can go to an R&B party and have the time of my life. You know, just sitting in my chair and I'm singing as long as everybody in the spot is
So it
singing
has
with me.
to be an R&B party for you to have a good time and accept the fact that there's no
gotta
twerking
be-
or whatever.
it gotta
For me personally, that doesn't mean that it's trash. It can be trash to somebody else, but that's what I
So
would
it gotta
like
be
to go.
themed out.
I think it got to be.
That don't make no sense to me.
It does make sense. Why? Because it has to be to what you personally like. I like something different. You like something. He likes something different.
Right, so why can't we go into one place where we're able to hear it all and we all have a good time?
Because some of us don't want to see ass shaking in front of us, quote unquote, right? Older people or whoever those people are, like, yo, she all in my section, or oh, they in my VIP. Again, status, as you spoke to. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't want hookah smoke near them, and this is me as, you know, managing events. You know what I'm saying? Where, oh, can you guys blow that smoke that way? Or I don't want to sit here because of this, that, and third. Oh, just like the other day, somebody came to the venue and they was like, oh, it's a little younger in here. What do you mean, like 25 to 30? So what are you, like 50? You get what I'm saying? So you didn't know where you was going? You know what I'm saying? Like it says 21 plus. No, but I say this because it's a party for everybody. It's just the consumers are now breaking it up to be on some, I want to go only to this type of party or this type of event and whatever. And that makes it hard for us as the promoter because we're challenged by venues, because now we have to please the venues on numbers wise if we didn't buy it out. Then we also have to make money at the door. Then we got to pay expenses. Then we got DJs, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a lot for a promoter.
No, I get it.
And that's what I say. It's broken up. So every event is case by case on what they want that day or that night. Because I'll go out regular. It don't even nothing. It doesn't even take a lot to please me, and I say that because like I could go to a bar, get food, we you know what I mean, chill, hang out. You know what I mean? It don't gotta be something.
I think as the years go, the more we like progress in time, those theme parties are gonna be more common, right? Like that's why I said I think we're getting away from like the overall vibe, right? Where like we have all of those types of music that you're talking about, and we have that everybody on the dance floor, like that's just dying. Like it's just a super fact. It's dying. It sucks because I like all types of music. I like the trap, the reggae, the soca, the bachata, like all that. I can dance to all that and all night. But it's coming to a point where everybody's just so siloed. It's always one group of people that like one thing. I've seen parties where Afrobeats come on, everybody go to the floor. And then when it's done, and then it goes to like R&B or soca, and then
and then they consider it trash.
It's
and they just sit down.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's also because the music industry is oversaturated. So there's so much different type of music out there now that people like certain things where they're not listening to everything as much as back in the days when you had to find crates. You was more limited to music. But you know what I'm saying? Like
we had these conversations.
We gonna do it today.
You know what I'm saying? But I just think that, you know, like straight up and down, I'm gonna leave it at this. Like, if you're a promoter and you hire a DJ and you know they're good at something, let them do what they do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's just as simple as that.
We can't do that.
You know what I'm saying? Because quick small example, 2 seconds. I'm not gonna say who or where. I was hired for an old school party, right? Old school party. Yo, yeah, we like your old school sound, right? Cool, right? Couple of young girls walk in. They next to the bottle people, right? They next to whoever's popping bottles, right? They wanted to hear some new stuff. So now they come up to me like, "Can you play new stuff?" And I was like, "But I'm on a flyer for, you know, 80s, 90s, 2000." You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, but they're gonna leave it. I'm like, so now this is what it's come to? Like, no. No,
it's really
no.
That's what happens.
No.
It's what the city is right now. That's what the city is right now.
Not.
That's what the city is.
We have to show you come to this party. This is what you gonna get.
You
don't want to
normalize
come
that.
get this at this party, don't come to the party.
I think that starts with the DJs too.
Yeah, because that's simple to
You know what
him,
I'm
all
saying?
right? I need you to come to my party, all right?
But you
see
don't,
Chase
but
Sims
you're
on the
putting,
flyer?
You're putting a DJ.
Make sure you pull
you're
up,
putting
all
a
right?
DJ in a bad spot, in my opinion.
So go to the DJ
you hired
party,
me to
but
do
when you-
some old school
when you
shit.
come to Chase Sims
now all of a
party,
sudden you want me to
make
go
sure-
super left because you got 3 girls in here. Like, come on, that's not
Look,
cool.
the ladies need to
That's
dance.
false
okay?
advertisement.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
You just put music by.
Oh, hell no, man. This shit is crazy, man. Somebody help me out here, man. Next topic.
Right.
Bill him.
Bill me.
Right.
Nah, I'm
You know,
kidding. Yeah.
Right.
yo.
Right.
It's on Chase.
You know what's
Chat.
funny? This is why I love this. This is why I love this podcast. Because you never know. Like he's literally just called him up an hour before, right? And I'm like, I'm happy that this guy said, "Yo, Trace, thank you for pulling up, my guy. I appreciate you." For
I'm
real,
gonna say
man.
what I'm gonna say.
Yes,
Nah, but you know, I think I definitely, I'm old enough and young enough to see the difference, right?
You fucking 27, bro.
You are?
Yeah, I'm 27.
Oh.
He said it. I heard him.
Yeah, I'm 27. So, right, so I'm
What's
young.
wrong with 27?
He's 27. He's
Continue.
gonna talk for the young folk.
Continue. Don't listen.
I'm old enough and young enough to see the.
I'm in the middle. Okay?
He's in the middle. You're not.
But continue though.
Oh no! Look, if you want to call me young, I'm young.
You're a young
Nah,
guy.
you-
You're a young
You
guy.
call me young, I'm young.
You're a
Man.
young
You
guy.
with
You're the
him,
baby
yeah,
brother.
What up, man?
Yeah,
You're the baby
yeah,
brother.
yeah, yeah.
You're the baby brother.
Come
I'm
on,
in the
man.
middle.
I could be young.
I'm young and old at the
couple
same
years, come
time.
on,
You're a young
man.
guy, right? You're a young guy.
You feel me? But I think I'm young enough, but I'm old enough to remember like just everybody being on the dance floor, and I'm old enough to go to like that 40s party, the party with the 40 plus. Yo, Chase, it's all right, man. It's all right. You gonna get there eventually. We all gonna get there eventually, God willing, right?
I remember the basement parties. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you remember those, right?
But I was laughing because I'm older than you. So my basement parties, you came in after we established a further of the basement parties. Am I right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
man.
I just want to let the people in the studio know that my question has still not been answered as to what would the party be without those 2
all right,
elements.
so
right?
let's ask the audience. There's
No,
people following us.
depends on the
Like, they
party.
want
Ask your
what makes a
question.
party
It's
without
about him. I'm
twerking?
just
I need y'all to listen for everybody. I need y'all to hit
Go in the
me up.
comments
Hit up Syndicated Entertainment or go to Trace, and Trace is gonna let me know.
or Chase.Sims.
Or Chase.Sims. What is a party without twerking and hookah?
Shit, I'm about to put a
Right.
poll up. What is a party without ladies
Damn, I
twerking and hookah? That's what you said, right?
Yes.
We need to find out.
Nowadays?
Trace want to know.
Without
Trace-
ladies twerking and hookah? Ah, damn.
What is the answer to that? Because
I mean, the ladies
first
can still
hour.
be in the party, but if they don't twerk, does that mean they not having a good time?
No, it depends on the party. That's where
Yes,
we are
let's do a
in
poll.
2023.
Let's do the goddamn poll.
That's where we
Do the
are in
goddamn poll.
we're
2020.
gonna do the poll.
We're about,
Do the
it's about
poll. Somebody do the poll. I
I'm
want to
gonna
see
do
the poll.
that shit for sure. I
All
want
right,
to know.
Shay's gonna put the poll up. Y'all hit up Syndicated. We're gonna tag Syndicated.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna tag all of us. My story's been going up, so I'm good with
Come
that.
on, man. What is? Not even got to be a poll. Just like open the answer. What is a party without twerking and hookah in 2023? What are we about to experience for the next year?
We're gonna get a lot of that because the women are on a rise. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. Oh, somebody commented what they said.
He said, it'll still be a vibe without the ladies twerking. They like to sing on their R&B shit, or they can whine they waist.
What's his Instagram?
This is Aura
Right.
He's a DJ.
Mills.
But it's the truth. You understand what I'm saying? But promoters, they get caught up. Oh, they're
What?
not twerking.
Look,
the party not
If
dope.
you don't leave us alone,
You know what I'm saying?
you know what I
Like,
mean?
You feel me? Like,
I mean,
We're trying to.
we're pleasers. I'm a crowd pleaser. When you see my shoulders, it's lit.
Right, okay.
It's lit. You know what I'm saying? It's lit. So you gotta understand that. You
so
know?
the minute they play Frankie Beverly, the party's trash.
No, but that's one of the parties. That's what gets the party started. Like,
You gotta be able to play everything, man.
You saw that shimmy he just did?
You gotta be able to play everything.
See,
man. Now, if it's a theme party and it's reggae versus soca, then you go in there to hear reggae and soca, right? If it's a theme party, 80s, 90s, then you going there to hear 80s, 90s. You got no business wanting to twerk if you going in there to hear 80s and 90s.
Nah, all right, I agree, but I disagree, right? Because somebody did hit me up the other day. They like, yo, R&B Sundays, is it just R&B all day?
oh man.
But you did this when you tried to hire me for R&B party, and I was like, is this real R&B or is this with features?
I agree. That was last year. Yeah, that was a
With
Friday.
features.
yeah, no, he's right. Because, R&B is so,
That was the Fifth and Mad joint.
yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
man.
you know what I'm saying? I had him, yeah.
That was one of
Yeah,
those.
It's a question.
He was the DJ.
Word.
You hired me to do R&B.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean you want me to play hip hop and R&B,
He
or
came
just
a long way
R&B?
too. He started understanding us young folks a little bit more. Yeah,
It's always gonna be a
Shout out to young folks. I ain't knocking it.
it's always gonna be a transition, man. You know, because you're used to a certain vibe, right? And then now it's like it's just, which I personally think is trash, right? Like I think just going there, standing, getting bottle service. I don't want to pay $400, $500, $1,000 to go there and just sit there and look cool drinking.
No, but I think the older crowd could adapt to the younger crowd, but the younger crowd ain't trying to adapt to the older ways.
I disagree.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, they can't go to an older party and be like, I'm having a great time. But us older folks could go to a younger
So
party.
what I will say is,
Shit.
this actually takes us back to what we originally were saying, right? So,
Invoice Sims Movement at gmail.com. I'm so
LLC, come on. But anyways, it'll be a write-off anyways. The tax season is coming, right?
That's a smart answer.
It's the
great
only
answer.
answer.
It's a great black
I'm an entrepreneur, full time. You know what I'm saying? About to make 2 years. Just stay in. But anyways, what was we at with this? What was the last part we said? Well, he was
Younger folks, older
the young-
folks.
younger folks and older folks. I think that the younger folks don't know the expectation of the older folks, and I think the older folks don't understand the thought process of the younger folks. And I say that because there has to become a balance. You know how there were certain people that say, oh, R&B's dead, or, any type of thing. And it's usually from older folks that would say that because this is the culture that they created, whatever. And we love and we respect our older folks, but who's teaching or inspiring or showing the younger folks? You know what I'm saying? And just like I say for like Trase, he gets on me about this, and I'm going to get into that. Where again, this is why I say I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of the older and the younger at this point because now I'm about to hit 30. And I told him this years ago. I told him this earlier this year and last year. Sorry, guys, it's the Duce.
It wasn't me this
He
time.
fixed that. It dropped. But you have to understand that, somebody's 20, 21, till 30, and then it's me from 30 till 40, and then there's somebody that's 40 and up. You know what I'm saying? So that's how, 20, 30, 40. That's how you break it up. You know what I'm saying? And I think that when I started coming around Trase and going to places with him and understanding how to move and stuff like that, I looked at the game different. I just had this conversation with Trase. I was like, yo, at these industry parties, whether it's a holiday party for DJs, DJ crews, or any type of industry party, what other promoter do you ever see there? None. You only see DJs and artists. I'm the only promoter, and I'll speak of New York. In New York City, I'm the only promoter that is at these events. You know what I'm saying? This is why I can consider myself as a part of this industry. And that's why, like how he said, like, I'm at a certain point where I understand this and third, but it's true. But who's there to teach me that? You know what I'm saying? Like, as a promoter, you're used to just throwing parties. You're used to just bringing people in. You're used to girls. You're used to having a good time or everything else. And I'm not going to say that I know all the answers for every promoter because every promoter is different. But now we're coming to a point where it's about to change again. So I just hope everybody's ready for that next change because like you said, you don't throw parties. You're not a promoter, but you throw parties. You know what I'm saying? But you throwing parties, it fucks up me as a promoter. Just like if he's a DJ and a real DJ, it fucks it up if you're just a push button DJ. You get what I'm saying? So now it's like it's getting saturated where everybody wants to either throw events or everybody wants to DJ or everybody want to make music. It's oversaturated where you start losing people and you start losing focus to what the good events are. And then again with good people, you know what I'm saying? And when I say good people, it's like same thing like I just said, bringing in the young people now. You know what I'm saying? Because me bringing in the young people, now I'm about to show them something. You know what I'm saying? Where it's not about, huh?
My events are good though. Just want to throw that one out there. You know?
But it's not saying if it's good or not. It's saying the fact that if I'm committed to being a promoter, this is my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You come and you throw an event, it takes away in a sense. Not fully because we already have like a bigger, you know what I mean? But your one-off that night is a special night. They're going to go left instead of right. You know what I'm saying? So now you're in the playing field of that night of the competition. No matter if you're big, little, whatever, but I'm just saying, like, again, you got to look at it. If he's a DJ and, he has this and third, another DJ is a push button, I'm a promoter, somebody else is having mini events, you know what I'm saying? Or you've been around the circle of me, you know what I'm saying? And you probably bringing the same people that, you met through me to your party. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I ain't like, what are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, while that's true, then it comes down to like, well, one, we in New York City where nobody likes to watch the same thing over and over again.
Right.
So somebody that's been to a bunch of your shit's like, oh, like I seen him work with Chase or whatever. I seen him work with this person, that person.
They love that shit.
Let me try something. Let me
Let me bring them in.
But eventually, the crowd, like your crowd, is gonna be a crowd, and I think we talked about that before.
They're gonna be there.
But they gonna be there, and that's the thing. Like your crowd,
They're gonna think you still there.
Yeah, but if they're your crowd, they're gonna be there for you, whether I'm there or not.
It grows with you. So you know how like people will be like, oh, I'm no longer a part of this event. There's a reason why people do that. I just don't do that because like I don't really care as far as like hating or bringing people down. Like, oh, I want this to stop. Don't support this business no more. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep my relationship ties because I could come back at any point and blow this. Like not blow it up. I mean, kill that. But I mean by have another event here or a good event here. That's what I mean by blow it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, it's just like, oh, the more the merrier. So, you know, if you got an event there after I just stopped having an event there, like you're continuing where I left off. And I say that because, again, I spoke of a venue that I worked with for a very long time. I've been there for so long. You know what I'm saying? 9, 10 years. If you know of those two venues, you thought of me a lot of that time. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of that time. Like we've had people's Founders Days there. You know what I mean? Like the body of work speaks for itself. So now it's time for the new venues. You know what I'm saying? New experiences, new opportunities. Because again, for myself, now I'm getting into that bracket of what matters. You know what I'm saying? What's for the culture? Who's leading it forward? You know what I'm saying? And for me as a promoter, I'm leading it forward as a promoter, not just being the limelight promoter. I already went through that. You know what I'm saying? I already went viral. I already created these things and made other people go viral. You know what I'm saying?
Challenge.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Shout out to the I'm Ready Challenge. You know what I'm saying? You know, but anyways, you know, so it's just like, what's next? You know, you can't stay in the same bubble.
What's next is always going back to the original first question and the first conversation. Is what you call it is having a long career. You know what I'm saying? Is longevity. You feel me? It's just being able to do this as long as you can, and the way you do that is by continuing to be about the culture, continuing to push the culture forward, continue to understand it and see how you can add to it and make it better than what it is now. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
of course.
Whether you're a DJ, whether you're a producer, whether you're a podcaster, whether you're a promoter, you got to learn the business that you in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And here's another thing, right? So Instagram has the subscription area, right? I haven't started my subscription. Why? Because it's oversaturated. Everybody got a subscription.
Well, what am I going to have people subscribe to?
Exactly.
You're looking at my goddamn page.
Exactly, right? But when you sit here and you look at everybody create their subscriptions and whatever they put in there like it's OnlyFans, you have to understand, like for myself, I understand that I can give knowledge in my subscription. You know what I'm saying? I can give tips in my subscription because I don't normally speak on my page of what you should be doing next or what you should be focusing on next. You know what I'm saying? I came here today to speak of those things. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, end of the year, let's talk. You know what I'm saying? What happened since the last time I was here? This is the platform where now I'm going to speak of those tips, those next things. You know what I'm saying? Because 23 is coming and it's the big bang. You know what I'm saying? This is the end of the year. This is Jordan year coming up. Remember in the pandemic? In the beginning of it, nobody had no parties.
Nah, man.
I was like one of the only people having parties. You know what I'm saying? So,
Up Echelon, shout out Up Echelon too. They was doing them little.
Yeah, it was underground.
Allegedly, man. I mean,
I was above ground. I was
allegedly,
I was one of the only parties above ground at that time. So
above ground, yeah. They was doing we were doing like raw spaces, things like that. You know,
in the pandemic, no, we talking about pandemic when it was like.
I'm talking about
shit.
I'm talking about where where there was announcements every day about like death tolls, like they was doing parties in like backyards.
But the key term,
no, not the backyard.
The key term, because when people say certain stuff like that on podcasts, other people feel some type of way. He said one of the only ones. He didn't say he was the only one. He said one of the only ones, which means one of the very few.
I gotta do my shameless plug.
Chase Sims, one of the very few.
Right.
Chase already know what it is, man.
I'm still the Prince of New York.
Always working, man. Always working, and even be dropping knowledge. You put me on a lot sometimes. So for me, yeah, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Shout out to StayBlessed. You know what I'm saying? StayBlessed worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Get the clothing. If you don't see that,
he definitely grinding, man. He definitely learning more about the culture and the business, and he's definitely, you know, putting everything that he's soaking up into play. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud to know this young man. You know what I'm saying?
Fact, man.
Proud to know you too, man.
Yeah.
But that takes me right into my final segment. So, so we do good flowers, right?
Okay.
So, find somebody, if it's a group of people, whoever, you know, give them your flowers, tell them why you're giving them your flowers, and then, you know, you did it already.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you wanna start off?
Nah,
or?
I don't.
I definitely like to give a shout out to I say he's my cousin Omar, LES crew. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say shout out to him and give him his flowers, because since the minute, you know, we became really close, he's held me down every year. He's always told me what was what, whether it was 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, whether it was something I posted or a mix I did or whatever, like whether it was good or bad, he would tell me 100%. But, you know, through the pandemic, the beginning of COVID, you know, I went down for real for a whole month, and he was the only guy who left Jersey to come bring me vitamins, bring me masks. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I was good, like really made sure I was good, like my well-being. Not knocking anybody else, but I just got to give him his flowers, you know what I'm saying? Because there's not too many people who would do something like that for a person. You know what I'm saying? He left his situation at home to come make sure I was good, whether it was once a month or, you know, every other 2 weeks. He would always make sure I was good. He's always giving me good advice. He's always, you know what I'm saying, like really on my back about, you know, everything that I accomplished, because I don't really give myself flowers. I'm always just working. I really don't, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't pay attention to what I accomplished, but he's always giving me props. So, Omar, man, salute to you. Love you, my dude, and I appreciate you.
Shout out to Omar, man. And we need people like that in our lives, man. People to make sure that we good, even, you know, even when things are down, to just check on us and make sure that things are straight, man. So shout out to Omar. Glad you have somebody like that in your corner, man. Definitely a blessing. Not a lot of people do.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. You right over there, bro?
Yeah, man. Nah. Shit. It's my turn.
Yeah, bro.
All right, honestly, I'm going to say this right now. It's hard to give flowers right now because there's a select few people that really held me down this year, you know what I'm saying, through everything I've been through. You know what I'm saying, from Hookah, you know what I'm saying, to Jordan, J.R., you know what I'm saying, to DJ Trase, you know, to Fari, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, my mom, you know, anybody that, you know what I'm saying, Mike, you know what I'm saying, stay blessed. And I say this because I can only give flowers to the people that is there for me up, down, you know, around 360, you know what I'm saying, trying to help push me forward even when I'm ready to get out the game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to just give my flowers to the general people that fit in that position instead of going name by name or just picking one person, because everybody is an attribute to my life in different ways. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to thank everybody that is involved with building and growing Chase Sims the road to 30. So yeah.
Can I add to that real quick?
Of course.
Okay. I said it singly because I wanted to pinpoint out that person. But if I didn't mention your name, that's probably because I already give you your flowers every day. I say I appreciate you every day. I say thank you every day. You understand what I'm saying? So people got to look at it from that standpoint too. You know what I'm saying? Like Chase, I tell him all the time, yo, I appreciate you. You show you text, yo, I appreciate you, yo, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, anything you need from me, I'm here.
He gonna appreciate this shot too. We 3 shots, no chases today.
You feel me? But somebody who's always there, you might get caught up in the fact that somebody's always there and you don't say thank you, or you don't say I appreciate you, or you don't say whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just had to pinpoint that one person. But people know, if you know me, you know, if you fuck with me, you do a lot for me, I say thank you all the time. I might send you a pair of sneakers, a bottle, or something, you know what I'm saying? So I show my appreciation in so many different ways, you know what I'm saying?
How does one get on Trace's appreciation list?
Oh,
let me know.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Let me know.
Yeah.
No, this yours. Yeah, because I know you don't really drink like that. And I know you got ice in there, but it's going to be for the shots because we're doing flowers, right? So at the end of this flower,
so I'm taking this shot out of courtesy for y'all, but it's Black Bottle Boys all day. It's Belaire all day. You know what it is.
Wait. He didn't give his flowers yet, though.
Right. No, I didn't get my flowers.
So once he gives his flowers, then we can do
I just had to put it out there.
And then,
this
this is the end of everything, right?
Yeah.
And then we're going to have Swelly talk his one, too.
Oh, yeah, we're going to bring Swally.
All right, cool. Go ahead.
Feel special because I've never taken a shot on camera, off brand.
He's right.
You know what I'm saying?
He's
It's
right.
been there all day. You feel me? So
Come on, man. If you want, we can blurt. Like,
No, you gotta do your
I'm never gonna say no to a shot because that's some man shit. You never say no to somebody who give you a shot.
He
So
did
I'm
tell me
just-
that.
You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta say your flowers.
Yeah,
Once you say your flowers.
so it's the end of the year. We wrapping up. It's been a crazy ass year. It's been a lot of ups, a lot of downs. I'm gonna give my flower to my guy, man, my co-host Eon. You know, so he right now wherever you at, he's actually on live listening too. So he was texting me. That's why I was checking my phone a little bit. I was supposed to call him up, but he said he's not. He's just gonna record a video and send a message to the fans. I wanted him to just give like a little shout out, but he's gonna do that. So we're gonna put it in the beginning of the episode. But yeah, man, shout out to my guy. You know, sometimes I'm a very passionate person when it comes to this business. When it comes to podcasting, my clothing line, just my name, everything I do. And so being like a partner, my partner is just it's not easy, right? Because I require so much. Even like right now, like I'm here podcasting because I just love it so much. And having a person like a co-host like him has just been helping me do this shit a lot because this shit not easy. It's stressful.
No, definitely not. Being on radio,
Yeah, it's not.
doing interviews,
It's not, man.
easy.
Not easy.
So shout out to everybody who does, whether you got a new show or old show or you starting one. Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him, man. And you know, unfortunately, he's not here with us, but he's still listening. He was on live right now. He's always support. And he will be back in 2023. I'm letting y'all know right now. So shout out to my guy. Appreciate you, Brody. And then shout out to all the fans, man. Shout out to everybody that's listening. Like I said before, just shout out to everybody who's just been supporting us, man. It's been a crazy year. It's been a crazy year, man. Shout out to y'all. J Money, shout out to you, man. Walt God, JB, appreciate everybody. Chase, thank you for pulling up. Trase, thank you for pulling up, man. Oh yeah, pull me a little more, man.
You want?
Just a little more. You good? Oh, you got yours?
Yeah, I'm gonna get more.
All right, bye. We ain't get Swally one, man. Oh, you driving?
Nah, you could take this. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? You could take this. I'm not gonna take it. I'm just, being showing the love.
So
you know
if
what
you
I'm
want it,
saying? Yeah, right. No, I toast with y'all, but I'm gonna give him the you know what I'm saying?
appreciate it, dogs. All right,
Yeah,
y'all. We're going. It's my podcast, bro. I'm gonna leave my shit, bro. Stop.
Right.
All right, man. Here's to a successful 23, man. Here's to excellence. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Shouts to everybody. Stay tuned. Like I said, it's the last podcast of the year. I'm gonna see you in 2023. Swally, want to come and say some words, bro?
No, you should come over here.
And before Swelly get into it, don't forget. I can do that now.
Yeah, bro.
It's Chase Sims, 3 shots, no chasers. Sims movement very on. We got HAUSOFGOLDBK. That's my 2-floor event space in Brooklyn. I think I got it when I first came here. Yeah. When I came here in March, that's when we first got the event space. You know what I'm saying? Come check us out. You can have all types of events there. Also, I'm operations and marketing for Room 112, Lighthouse. You know what I'm saying? Come check your boy over there.
Yo. Lighthouse?
Yeah.
I did not know they food was that banging. So, yo,
Yeah.
This is not a paid ad. They're not paying me to say this. J Money.
Yeah.
If you like some good ass food, yo, Lighthouse? Nah, that food was bomb. That food was good. I'm stamping it. Stamping it.
Come on by. You know what I'm saying?
It's the truth. Right next to 112. It's the
It's
truth.
definitely truth. It's the same. You know what I mean? Come pull up. What else I got? I got a couple of things.
You said 3 shots, no chases coming back?
Yeah, it has to. It's just management. When I first started everything, it was Chase Sims, marketing, management, and bookings. You know what I'm saying? So if you're an artist, you're a DJ, you want to join the movement, whether it's Sims movement or if you want to come under Chase Sims management, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's the new Death Row or anything, but I'm just saying, if you want to be a part of a team that you can actually learn and build from, and actually feel like somebody else listens and invest in you, you know what I'm saying? And you want to make some money. I'm not saying I'm going to make you rich, but you do got to work to make money. So work with us. It's over here. Chase Sims, hit my line. You know what I'm saying? If you need content creating, social media managing, marketing, I do brand development,
Can you give us the email again? Not for the people, for J Money, so he could like.
J Money. Oh, okay. You could do simsmovement@gmail.com, or you could just go to the website simsmovement.com.
He's writing it up as we
You know what I'm saying? Or you could go to 3shotsnochasers.com or HAUSOFGOLDBK.com.
He is
you know what I'm saying?
up that
You can take all of them. You know. Now yo.
He's drafting that invoice up as we speak.
But yeah, I brought Swelly out with me and DJ Trase. You know what I'm saying? But we brought Swelly. Swelly, say your 1, 2, and then we're gonna take this shot.
Yes, sir. Call me Swelly V. Manifest the energy with love and peace. I make music. I do modeling. Promoter. Working with the Sims movement right now, and we got a lot of things coming up, and more music's on the way from your boy Swelly V, and spreading love and peace to all.
Swelly, you freestyle? You do? Nah, you don't freestyle. Don't do it. If you ain't ready.
Come on. He said,
Oh,
he
shit.
said, bigger dreams, dream big, dirty world, remain a clean kid. Seen a lot, but I ain't seen it all. No limits to life, you gotta dream it all. Never had shit, so I pray for peace. Mother got locked, brother got locked, they love the sheets. Mama was on drugs.
He got
little
this.
something.
We gonna work on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna put niggas on the spot. You know what I'm saying? It's really a movement.
It's the first ever Yuga freestyle. You never know what you gonna get. We close out a year on the go one, man.
Can I come back at the top? I got more guests to bring.
Pull up. Talk to me.
No, I'm serious. I got more guests.
I'm dead ass. Pull up.
All right, I got more clients to bring out. Shout out to DJ Rye, shout out to DJ Trase. You know what I'm saying? Who else I got?
Give out my shout outs too?
Yeah, we're going to do all the shout outs. You know what I'm saying? The team is heavy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Young B, shout out to Ant, shout out to J.O., damn, my Spotlight, Phenomenal, Swelly, you know, Brandy, Duchess, Jordan.
I mean, like I know these niggas.
Shit, my list is long. If I left you out, just know we all coming. It's a
all
big
love,
team.
man.
We all play different positions. Chev, AZ, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a whole big team, but yeah, we outside. 2023, everybody get ready.
Right.
Oh, Chanel Mac, shout out to you. Come on, be outside. Yeah.
And don't forget, December 24th, I'm back on the air, Hot 97,
Yes.
6 a.m., 7 a.m.
You got my birthday shout out in there?
You
Nah.
know what it is. It's Black Bottle Boys, it's Belaire, Bumbu, McQueen, Vion. You know what time it is. Ewing Athletics, you know what's on my feet. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Charlie Brown, Karma Sutra. You know I'm there every week. Shout out to the 4040 Club. You know I'm there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So shout out to everybody who rock with me all these years, man. Shout out to DJ Craze, LES Crew. Shout out to Product. Shout out to everybody who rock with me hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I appreciate y'all, and you know I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and we gonna keep doing what we doing, and you know what I'm saying? We gonna keep elevating the culture.
And the big bang is coming up. Again, December 29th, my 30th birthday bash. You know, don't forget, Jolliffe and Chill is January 1st at Blue Midtown. So there's 2 events to look out for other than New Year's Eve. We still got those as well. But my birthday bash, be there. You know what we drinking.
That's right.
I know what I'm drinking.
You know what we drinking.
I'm
know
outside.
what I'm
for that.
drinking.
hosting. Pull up on your
Belaire
boy.
on my table.
You know what we drinking.
Don't come to my table asking for anything else.
And do not
Yeah.
bring.
Don't come to this table at all.
Don't come with no chasers. We don't drink
Right.
chasers. My birthday, everybody getting fucked up. I don't care. So if
Oh, man.
you pull up, you drink it. You bring me a shot, you take a shot. That's how we work. If you give me a shot, you take a shot.
And two more exclusives for you. I haven't even said this
Oh, shit.
on my own radio show. 2023 Trase is coming to Sirius XM.
Come on. Oh, you doing? It's a big team, man.
Ooh. I'm chopping that up.
I said it. And that's that. I'm not going to say
shit.
it, where, when, what. I'm coming to Sirius XM in 2023.
I miss my gunshots, man.
And in 2023,
gunshots.
I got 2 sneaker projects dropping.
Ooh.
I'm leaving.
That's how you end off the fucking year, man. Stay blessed.
Stay
Shout out
blessed.
to everybody.
Come on. Stay
Shout out
blessed.
to everybody, man. Make sure your mental, your physical, your emotional, your spiritual is good. Man, at the end of the day, we just want to make sure everybody's good, man. Thank you to everybody. Happy 2022. Happy holidays. I'm going to see y'all next year, man. Stay blessed.
We didn't take that shot, yeah. 3 shots, no
movement.
chasers.
At Gmail, LLC.
Yeah, that's what he
At
said.
Gmail.
LLC.